What's up, everyone, and welcome to today's video, and welcome to another installment of our December vacation. So today we are taking you back to the day after Christmas, December 26th, when we hit Epcot for another day of food, and more food, because this is the day we ate food at the Festival of the Holidays. So let's get started. Once again, just like the other days, we started out our day in the Land Pavilion with Soarin' and then Living with the Land, just because it was so cold. Y'all, you don't understand. I left the land of cold to go to the land of cold, apparently. So we did tend to start more with Living with the Land on this trip because it was just so cold. The Land Pavilion, because it was indoors and it fits a lot of people. So I have to say that we really loved getting to see the holiday overlay for the Living with the Land attraction. Kudos to everyone who worked to make that happen, because it's absolutely beautiful. If you have not gotten to see it, I did video it, so I will link it in the description below if you want to check out the Living with the Land with the holiday overlay. So after we got done in the Land Pavilion, we were hungry. And so we headed over to Layal in the France Pavilion because we hadn't been there yet. We tried to get in over the summer and the lines were just crazy. And we were like, we have to do Layal. So we waited in line for a little bit. The line wasn't actually that bad. We were actually planning for it to be a lot worse. We shared a croissant jambon fromage, which I know I just butchered. But it's like ham and cheese and a bechamel inside of a croissant. We got like this chocolate mousse, and we got one of their baguettes. Y'all, if you have not had a baguette from Layal in the France Pavilion, you are not living. You have to try one. They are just absolutely amazing. So after we finished eating, and there were no tables, so they had like these stand-up like long bar type things, and so we just stood at one of those and ate our food. We also got like a soda to share, so that way we had something to drink. We wandered around World Showcase, and the festival booths weren't quite open yet, so we took some pictures of Morocco, and then we decided to go over to the American Pavilion and see the American Adventure. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, you really can see that Disney animation, really kind of, the Imagineers and what they come up with. And it's inside. So it was great because it was cold still. And the auditorium sits a lot of people, so it's a great place to go if it's cold, if it's rainy, and you're in that area, and wait for the next show. So after we left the American Adventure, we headed over to Mexico because the wait for the Grand Fiesta Tour was actually only 5 minutes. And we haven't actually been on this attraction since our very first trip in 2014. For some reason, we just always kind of ended up bypassing it. We were always doing other things, and we're like, we really need to go ride this again. Especially because it's been rumored for a while that it's going to, like, rumor that it's going to become Coco in the future, which I, like, totally can see that happening. The Grand Fiesta Tour, as of this video, features Panchito, Jose Caraco, and Donald Duck. They are the three caballeros. The three caballeros from the movie. Also, if you're staying at All Star Music, they're the water feature in the main pool. So by the time we left Mexico, the food booths were open. So we decided to continue kind of walking around and go over to the Yukon Holiday Kitchen, which is over in Canada. Sam got the seared scallops, and it had 2 scallops with a parsnip kind of like puree, apple chutney, and a hazelnut croquant, whatever that is. I didn't eat it, and it was $6.75. Sam said it was really good. I obviously didn't try it because I can't have seafood. He also got the beef bourguignon with like creamy potatoes, which that was $6, and I could try that, and it was really good. The Canada booth, no matter if it's Festival of the Holidays, Food and Wine that we've been to before, always seems to have great food. After we left Canada, Sam was like, well, where do you want to go? Because this one was pretty much my pick. This one was pretty much what I wanted. Where do you want to go? And I'm like, I want to go over to Morocco and go over and check out a couple of things there. So we headed over to the Tangerine Cafe, Flavors of the Medina. I'm very sad that it is now no longer kind of being sponsored by Morocco. It's now Disney kind of has taken it over. But we shared the Chimarula chicken kebab, and that was $5.75. And I have to say, it did not meet my expectations. I think I had built this chicken kebab up in my head so much that it couldn't meet expectations. We also got the stone-baked Moroccan bread that came with hummus, churamula, and jahang dip. And I know I totally butchered that, and I'm very sorry. And that was $5, and it was so good. Sam and I probably could have split, like, not split the bread. We could have each probably had our own and been completely happy. It was so good. The hummus was phenomenal. I'm a huge hummus fan, and I absolutely loved it. And that was $5, which was really good. We also got the cider flight, and it included the Three Daughters Brewing Cranberry Cider, the Woodchuck Winter Chill Hard Cider, and the Cider Boys Mad Bark Hard Cider. And the flight was $10, and it was really great because we got to try 3 different ciders. My favorite was the Three Daughters Brewing Cranberry Cider. 100% would get it again. We kind of continued on around World Showcase. Sam got the sushi tray from Shi Washu Holiday Kitchen in Japan. It's a sushi roll that has crab meat and cream cheese topped with tempura, salmon roe, and spicy mayonnaise. And it's like set up in the form of a little tree. And it's got like red and green stuff around it. And it was $7.50, and Sam said it was really good. I will have to say that there wasn't a ton on the festival menu that it felt like I could eat or that like appealed to me. So Sam and I talked and we're like, well, maybe we need to try Nine Dragons again. We love Lotus Blossom Cafe, which is the quick service that's right next to it. The only time that we've eaten there was in 2017, and it was at the very end of 2 weeks where we were on the dining plan. We've eaten so much food in 2 weeks that we're like, we need to give this place another shot. And I'm so glad we did. We were waited in the line to see if we could get a walk up right when they opened, and we could, which was really great. We were seated right away, and it was still freezing. I'm like, Elsa, just let it go. Just let it go. We started off with the hot jasmine tea, and it was amazing. And the great thing about it, like, the waitress was so nice. She brought out the bag so that I could take a picture of it so that I could order it. And the manager's like, oh yeah, it's actually available on Amazon. So that makes me really excited. Haven't ordered it yet, but Sam and I really want to. We got the egg roll appetizer, and Sam got the beef and broccoli, and I got the kung pao chicken with no peanuts. I just tend to do that because I'm not a huge peanut person. So after lunch, we continued to walk around Epcot because we were so full. We were just so full from lunch. We sat there for a while and just drank pot after pot of tea because we were so cold and we didn't want to go back outside. We kind of wandered through some shops, did a little bit of shopping, and then we went over to the Epcot resorts to continue to try to get warm. We took pictures of the holiday decor, and we then were able to get a walk up for beaches and cream because, you know, we're already cold. We might as well get ice cream. I got the Noe Jose, which was kind of my go-to dessert on this trip, and Sam got a sundae with Oreos in it for Mickey ears. We enjoyed that. We just kind of relaxed, enjoyed, you know, the atmosphere. So many people were getting the kitchen sink. We were like, we really need to do this at some point. We were just really enjoying just kind of having a relaxing day. So we headed over we took the monorail from Epcot to the TTC, got on the Magic Kingdom Resort line, and we headed over to the Grand Floridian, and we enjoyed a couple drinks at the Enchanted Rose, which is the lounge at the Grand Floridian. And by the time we were kind of ready to leave, it was really time to start thinking about dinner. And I asked Sam what he wanted to do, and he really wanted to go have dinner at Pop Century. When we were there in July, Sam had dinner at Pop Century while I was in the room asleep. I was so sick at the end of our trip. And so he was like, I really want to go have dinner over there with you. And so we went over and we took pictures of the tree. The tree is always just decorated so amazingly. And I obviously will have photo montage at the end. We took selfies and pictures of the decor. And after dinner, I had chicken strips and fries, and Sam had a burger. Like, I mean, we didn't have anything spectacular. We took the bus back to Magic Kingdom, because we took the bus from Magic Kingdom over to Pop Century, and because that's the simplest way to do it. And then we went back to Magic Kingdom on the bus, and then we took the bus back to All Star Movies. We filled up our resort mugs and watched some TV and went to bed. So that is it for our last day of Epcot for this trip, and here is the photo montage.